Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another MapleStory related video. It's the video series we do every Monday. The Triple M. Make that shit sound like a microwave. We take a look at the subreddit, the MapleStory subreddit in specific. Almost a Lost Ark subreddit. Good lord, that's a completely different game on a completely different day. That's not tomorrow. It is tomorrow. Sorry. What am I doing? MapleStory subreddit. We take a look at the top posts over the last week. Okay, I've done this before. I know how to do this. I just don't know how to speak. We take a look. These posts. We just chit-chat, vibe, yippity-yap. If you like that kind of stuff, stick around. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Bigger number, better person. Goddamn. Let's take a look here. There hasn't been too much going on. Which, low-key, probably a good thing. There was a Shining Star Force event that a lot of people... a lot of people got boomed on. So let's just open up these and just yap. Let's see. I will never financially recover from this. Oh yeah, people's pink beans are starting to expire too. I think I still got my pink bean on Challenger World because I delayed my claim for a while. But yeah, his time will come soon. I will never financially recover from this. This is also like obviously something that people bring up. People who don't have vac pets, they get a taste of the vac pet and then they're like, well shit, having a vac pet versus not having a vac pet is insane. And then obviously people give in and buy vac pets the next time they're available, right? I had it in Challenger World, really hurts. Need to stay for 2,000 points to get Diamond. I just want to leave now. Do not buy one, do not give in, brother. Help, my hand is moving on its own. The next real move would be to bring back vac pets right away into the cash shop instead of waiting for the next rotation. This would also be like something smart, which is why I don't think their primary objective is to get people to buy vac pets when they give out free vac pets. I think it is just like a free vac pet, you know, just to give people who don't have one a free vac pet. Obviously, it has the side effect of getting people to buy the vac pet, but if it was intended to be like that, then I think they would push the sale instantly. Anyways, you know my opinions on vac pets. I don't particularly like them, but they're in the game. I understand it's essentially what equates to a sub fee. It's up to the individual whether they want to pay it or not. And you don't have to pay it, even though I would argue you probably do if you do any sort of like active grinding, because the way the maps are designed, you need a vac pet to reasonably loot them. Pretty much every single map. It's just how it is. Again, it's a personal thing. Am I happy that vac pets exist? No. Would I prefer they not to exist? Yes. Am I okay with paying the sub fee based on my own personal stuff? Also, yes. And I know for me, at least especially, I got pretty lucky with the Demon Slayer vac pets. I set myself a small amount. Well, I say a small amount. I set myself aside a portion. I said I wasn't going to spend any more than $200 trying to roll for a vac pet because I just wanted one. What I ended up getting in that $200 was 4. So now I have 4 incredibly cheap vac pets that I can just spread amongst all my characters. So, vac pets to me are kind of solved, but I know that's like a personal thing. I basically paid the full price of what would essentially be 3 normal vac pets, because you can get them for 70 KNX each if you use reward points. And I got 4 of them, and they're also cheaper to revive, because the Demon Slayer vac pets use the cheaper Water of Life, which is the whole idea, which is why I wanted 1. Because over the longer period of time, you would actually end up saving money if I had gotten one in that 200. I did a bunch of napkin math. Look, man, point is, I got really lucky with vac pets. Not everyone's like that. I don't like vac pets, but I understand why they exist. Yeah. It's just a meme, but vac pets are like a big pain point for a lot of people. And it was a big pain point for me, too, when I first came back to the game. Because I was like, I don't want to buy this shit. Oh yeah, this is like some lore shit. I remember this. Last words of some MapleStory antagonists that die in the story. Fucking Damien the Edgelord talking to the demon. Talking to Black Mage. Oh yeah, I remember this. This was in the cutscene, wasn't it? For the storybook. I remember this. Hilla. V Hilla. Bum 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 bum. Nikki Angler T-Boy. Fucking Calling, man. I hate Calling. Who the hell is Asha? I don't know. Some lore heads are out there fucking going crazy, though. I'm just not one of them. MapleStory throwing star idea translated into reality. Dude, I saw this. This is so cool. Not only do you have the old, like, login, like, board page thing. Like, this is what the old client used to be, and you used to type in your username and password to log in. I mean, I'm sure if you're, like, a Maplehead, you remember this. But all of the throwing stars just, like, embedded into the board is fucking sick. Dude, it's freaking sick, dude. You got your fucking, what is this? Your Subis, I think? This is a Huabi. What the fuck are these? That's a Balanced Fury. Steely. You have what? Is that a flame-throwing star? Then that's Kumbi. Oh yeah, they have a better page. This is a Wolby. Oh, I think that's an Ilby, not a flame-throwing star. Yeah, that's definitely supposed to be an Ilby, and that's a... This is a Toby. Is this a Subi? That's the Wolby? Overall, this shit's really cool. I love stuff like this. People are super talented. After finishing the login sign with Maple Music, I went to the other idea, all the throwing stars I knew from MapleStory. I drew them one by one, making the final one. I wanted them in some kind of stand, so this is the final result. All the stars are removable and can be fitted in again. Curious if somebody can name them all. Oh, I wasn't trying to name them. I was just doing it for funsies. I guess I can do it for real, though. I think that's Subi, Wolby, Huabi. This is a Toby, right? And not a Mockbee? What is a Mockbee? That is a star, right? I think that's a Toby. A fully black stars. That's a Balanced Fury. That's an Ilby. That's a Steely. That's a Kumbi. I don't know what this one is. There's not a really good angle of it. I don't know. I don't know what that one is. Oh, Mockbee, the sharp-edged one. So is it this one? I don't know. Anyways, I think that shit's really fucking cool. And then this post, this is from the Shining Star Force. Bye, guys, I don't deserve to play this game. We have a boomed Eternal, we have a boomed CFE, we have a boomed Dreamy, a boomed Zerk, and a boomed Eye Patch. God bless America, man. That's what I always say. I mean, this is the Star Forcing experience. Star Forcing experience. The top comment is very true. Trace restoring item can't come soon enough. I just hope that it's like an actual sort of reliable and consistent thing we can obtain and not just like pay $300 bazillion once a year. You know what I mean? Delusion of thinking you can restore more than one item. If I would guess, it'll be a system that takes few to many months to restore one item trace. 1 month cap on a 20k RP, 50% scroll that booms or restore traces. I mean... I'm optimistic, but very cautiously optimistic. Because I think having a system to restore traces at all will be better than not having it right, even if it's like really bad. But yeah, you know what I mean? Obviously, I want it to be something that can reliably be used to get items to 22 over a period of time. Because as it currently stands, especially for Reboot, and I mean, this affects Interactive as well, but especially for Reboot, even getting the item in the first place is a fucking chore for a lot of these items, especially pitched items. I mean, I can always point to my Nightwalker still. My Nightwalker has been running hard Lucid for like 3 years. Almost at this point. Actually, it might be. No, it's probably like 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. It's been a long time. I still don't have a dreamy belt on that character, like, at all. I don't have a trace for it. I've never seen it. So, being able to restore traces at all would at least alleviate some of that pain. I just hope the system for restoring traces can also, like, supplement slightly slower to obtain items like Eternals that still take a while, but you would also be able to use it on stuff like that instead of just pitched, you know what I mean? Because dupes are just a problem in general, I think. Rookie mistake, you tapped what you couldn't afford to lose. MapleStory lesson 1, don't gamble, you always lose in the long term. I mean, gambling in a video game is much better than gambling in real life, and I'll stand on business on that one. But there's definitely ways to play games that will make it so your mental doesn't boom if things don't get lucky for you. And that's kind of how I personally play. I play in a way that makes it so if it basically minimizes the amount of risk I will be taking. Some things you just have to risk, right? Like, if I'm starring a pitched item to 21 and I will stop, I'm willing to stop at 21 because the gain between 21 and 22 just isn't worth it given the current circumstances, and a 21 gain is still much more than anything else. But you still have to get it to 21, right? There's no amount of, like, quote-unquote prep that can get it to 21. It either goes or it doesn't. I mean, you can say the same thing about going to 22, too, but at that point, you're just being silly. You're being a little goofy goofer. 18-star settler gang. I would never do that. But some people... Look, I'm a progression gamer. I'm a gain gamer. If it gives gains, I'm about it. And then this is just a looty combo. Never forget what they took from us. Alright. Dicks out for 1332221 333 123 111. Nah, I don't think my dick will be out for that. And then, okay, Inkwell, you win. Your little CCPB stunt worked. Release the vac pets and let's get this over with. Another soul harvested. Oh, man. Oh, man. And yeah, we've already talked about vac pets, so I won't spend too much time on this, but yes. The upfront fee is miserable. The sub fee itself would be okay if it was just that, but the upfront fee also being there is like, eh. And I mean, yes, you do get 3 months of the vac pet when you first buy it, so if you use your reward points, it's 70k for 3 months, which isn't terrible, but it's still not good. I don't know. Look, I've already yapped about vac pets. I won't waste your guys' time more. How today's Shining Star Force felt like. What is this? 2, 1, let me... So true. Yo, this shit's tanking. I love the cute angelic buster, man. But when does it boom? There we go. That was a good video. I like it. Tankiest 20-star equip just refuses to boom early. True. Took me literally 1 year to get an ET to drop boomed first tap 17 to 18. That sounds like my Eternal hat. My first Eternal hat, man, that was rough. And I mean, my first Eternal hat took fucking, what, 20 resets because I did it from E-Kalos pieces only? That was crazy. Obviously pitched are worse, because again, you can't really control it, at least the turtles you can get, but still, it just sucks having it boom 17 to 18 and then having to wait forever, potentially. Which is why the trace restoration thing is fire. And I hope that the trace restoration thing is something good for us. Legion Champion progress. Damn, this guy's gaming. This guy's a gamer. This is like a real Legion main. Because even his main doesn't have Encalostone, assuming this is his main. But all of his other, like, mules have Saren done. Like, that's crazy. We also do have really good event buffs right now. Your champs are quite even and powered. You prefer playing them equally instead of pushing main further, even before Legion champ announcement. I just like to play different classes. Yeah, see, this is like a real Legion main. I love that. That's fire. Very cute Legion, yeah. He loves the pink. The pink. Hey, man, you like what you like. Nothing wrong with that. SSF results after 51 bill. CRA Pat boomed 25 times. That's it. It happens, man. It sucks. It sucks so goddamn badly. And I know this seems like an extreme outlier, but extreme outliers happen. Just like, factually, they happen. Just the idea is eventually it will all balance out, right? And it's not the greatest feeling in the world, but the only way to get it to balance out is by continuing to play the game and continuing to run numbers, right? If you're not clicking the enhance button, you're not running numbers, which means you're not giving yourself a chance to even out, right? But outliers exist. They're real. I believe this completely. It sucks when it happens. It really does. I've decided to quit the game, but does this happen often? I would say not often, but like I said, there's just sometimes you are the outlier. You know what I mean? It's just how variance works, and variance doesn't feel good when you're on the bad end of variance. GG gang, 56 bill for 2 mil CP gain. Hell yeah. Boomed 4 arcane capes. I mean, this shit brings me back. Like, I spent like close to almost 200 bill to get my arcanes on my Nightwalker to fucking 22 star. My cape and boots, I think it was cape and boots, would not go to 22 stars. They just would fucking not. Shit like that is miserable. Like, I was way over the average in both Mesa, Spent, dupes, all of that shit. It happens, man. I've gotten luckier in other areas, though, you know? It's just... It sucks in the moment, but I truly do believe it averages out, because that's just how math works, right? The more you do something over the longer period of time, the more close to average you become. That's just a fact. It feels really bad when you get the bad variance. It feels really good when you get the good variance. I wish everything could always just be average, but that's me. I don't blame people who can't handle this shit, though, because it's not fun. Taking the game down for 7-hour minor patches is crazy. I mean, okay, I'm not going to go over this thread too much, but I do agree that the maintenance is a bit absurd. But I understand why the maintenance is absurd, because this is a game that's been online, and the code, assumedly, hasn't really changed since 2020, or 2005, excuse me. It hasn't changed between 2005 and 2025, is what I wanted to say. So yeah, it's rough. And this guy gives a good example of games that can basically just live service update like instantly, like old school RuneScape. Give your Genshin Impact stuff with 0 instability, even though the servers actually do fully go down. I don't know. I definitely agree with the sentiment, but also I feel like it's a problem that can be solved. I'm just not sure if it will be something that will be solved anytime soon. But you also do have to remember that there was a lot of issues with the patch, and also specifically to do with like World Leap. So I don't know. I give him a little bit of a pass on this one, but I overall completely agree. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like the video if you like it, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah. I don't know. Thanking my YouTube members, It's Biscuits, Ender, Diz, Remix My Life, I'm New Food. Love all you guys very, very much, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!